Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub. HyperFrames, a powerful library that lets you render videos directly from HTML and CSS. It's specifically designed for AI agents, effectively turning your web development skills into a tool for creating automated, dynamic video content at scale. What if creating a polished video was as simple as writing a web page? A new project is betting that the future of automated video production isn't in complex editing software. Instead, it lies in the familiar syntax of HTML and CSS, turning it into a native language for AI agents to use. That project is called HyperFrames, an open-source framework from the team at heygen-com. Its philosophy is refreshingly simple. Write HTML, render video. The entire system is built specifically for AI agents to understand and manipulate. And the developer community has certainly taken notice. The project has already accumulated nearly 30,000 stars on GitHub, and at one point, it gained almost 400 in a single day. That kind of rapid growth points to a serious interest in this new approach to programmatic video. So, what problem is HyperFrames trying to solve? Well, traditional video production is a manual, time-consuming process. It's incredibly difficult to scale or automate. While some programmatic solutions do exist, they often lock developers into specific front-end frameworks like React. This creates a big barrier for teams who aren't familiar with that ecosystem. It also makes the code much harder for AI agents to generate reliably. HyperFrames sidesteps this entire issue by using native HTML as its authoring model. This brilliant move eliminates the need for any specific framework or a compilation step, dramatically lowering the barrier to entry for millions of web developers. Let's dive into how it works under the hood. At its core, HyperFrames orchestrates a pipeline using two main tools, Headless Chrome and the video processing powerhouse, FFmpeg. The key innovation here is achieving what's called deterministic rendering. That just means the rendering is perfectly repeatable every single time. Now, instead of relying on a browser's internal clock for animations, which can be inconsistent, HyperFrames implements something it calls seekable animation adapters. Think of it like an external conductor for an orchestra. For each individual video frame, the engine calculates a precise timestamp. It then tells the browser to jump or seek all the animations to that exact moment. Once the page is in the correct state for that frame, the engine captures a screenshot. That screenshot is then piped directly to FFmpeg, which encodes it into the final MP4 video. This meticulous frame-by-frame process guarantees that the same HTML input will always produce the exact same video output. This level of reliability is absolutely critical for automated workflows like testing and deployment, often known as CI/CD pipelines. So who is this for? The primary audience is developers and AI engineers who want to automate content creation. For example, imagine a workflow that automatically generates a release notes video every time new code is merged into a repository. Data scientists could bind large datasets to HTML templates to create things like animated chart races or dynamic map visualizations. A developer could even just describe a product demo to an AI coding assistant, and the AI would then write the HyperFrames HTML to generate the video. Because the entry barrier is so low for anyone who knows basic web development, this effectively turns a web designer into a motion graphics artist, all without them needing to learn specialized new software. Looking at the community feedback, early adopters are praising the innovative approach of using existing web skills for video creation. They especially love its optimization for AI agents. The fact that it's open source and can be self-hosted are also huge draws. On the other hand, some users have pointed out a few challenges. The technical prerequisites, like needing specific versions of Node.js and a properly installed FFmpeg, could be an adoption hurdle for less technical users or for those working in constrained environments. But despite its clever design, HyperFrames does face some real-world challenges. First, the rendering process is resource-intensive, since it's running both a browser and FFmpeg at the same time. This could lead to long render times for complex videos, especially on local machines. Second, the reliance on seekable animations can limit certain creative effects, particularly those that are based on physics or user interaction. And finally, while being AI-friendly is a major strength, it introduces a new potential headache: debugging AI-generated HTML that looks correct but renders incorrectly could become a uniquely frustrating experience for developers. In the end, HyperFrames represents a fundamental shift in perspective. It encourages us to treat video not as a post-production artifact, but as a declarative output of code, just like a web page. It's a powerful bet that video creation can become just another automatable step in the software development lifecycle, made accessible to both humans and machines through the universal language of the web.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.